I would really hate to hesitate to defend myself and something happens to me and I'm on that ground saying, damn, I wish I can rewind about 5 seconds. I wish I can rewind and go back about 5 seconds. Hey, what's going on? It's Big Guns and Pistols. I'm back with another one. I want to thank y'all guys for subscribing to the channel as well as pressing like on my videos. And I just ask that if you haven't subscribed, then maybe consider it. And pressing like does help me out on the channel. What I want to talk about is something random. It's kind of a random thought that I have. I want to speak on it because I have so many thoughts. I just want to share some of my thoughts with you guys. But I was thinking about how many people actually lose their lives simply because they hesitate to defend themselves. You ever thought about that? You ever think about how many people will actually hesitate to defend their lives or to defend their safety? They're concerned about the law. They're concerned about whether the courts will see it as self-defense or not. They're concerned about how it will look. There's so many people who are being treated unfair here in America. There's so many people who they're being treated unjust because that's the type of country we live in. Despite what you believe or think, you're not as free as you think. America's not the end all. Would you really want to potentially lose your life because you hesitated to draw your pistol, because you hesitated to pull your weapon? And that's just something I was thinking about because a lot of people actually don't draw their firearms simply because they don't want to get hit with a brandishing charge. They don't want to get hit with that charge. So they end up getting shot, or maybe they end up getting stabbed or hurt, because the law, to me, and the way I see things, is it places you at a disadvantage. When somebody is coming to get you and somebody's out to hurt you or somebody's out to harm you, they don't give a fuck about a law. They really don't. They're out to get you. They're out to end you. They're out to kill you. They're out to have their way with you. They can care less about a law. And nowadays, ever since the pandemic, what I see is a lot of these thugs and these hooligans, they walk around with ski masks on. Mask over their face, hoods on. It's 90 degrees outside and they got a damn hoodie on, face covered, mask on. I don't like that. And the reason I don't like that is for obvious reasons. I don't know what you up to. I don't know what you're thinking. There was a time where I was walking out of this place. It's an apartment complex. And to my left, there was a guy standing there. No good hooligan with a hoodie on, mask on, face totally covered. The law is so jacked up. It's so twisted. It's so upside down. And I kind of want to bring light to this because maybe I'm able to inform somebody who didn't think of it this way. Maybe I'm able to bring my perspective to someone who didn't think of it this way. These people, they just get to walk around with a damn mask over their face. They just get to walk around with gloves on. You look like you're about to commit a crime. Everything about your appearance says, I'm about to commit a crime. I seen it today when I got off work. These little hooligans, he just walking around, you know, throwing up gang signs at people, face totally covered, mask on. I'm not gonna think twice and say, well, shit, it's a 16-year-old. I can't do anything, can't defend myself. He's a 15-year-old. I can't do nothing, can't defend myself. No, I'm not gonna think like that. You ever heard the saying of, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6? See, a lot of us say that, but do you really mean that? Would you rather be in prison for defending your life? Or would you rather be dead? Most people who have to defend themselves or have to use a firearm in certain situations, they don't even call the police. A lot of times the police are not called because if the police shows up, then they may say, well, hey, that's not self-defense. Here it is, you got somebody on your property trying to kick your dough in, or you got somebody on your property. You shouldn't be there to begin with. You better watch what you're doing, how you doing it, and who you doing it to, or you just might get your ass killed. You can't just be doing whatever the hell you want to do. And some people, you know, I know that that's totally different from what the law considers self-defense, but even still, I don't care. Get the hell out of here. If you don't want to lose your life, get out of here and go somewhere, or you better act like a civil person, or you're gonna get dealt with. But there's so many people who they hesitate. They're so hesitant to defend themselves, even to defend their family. I've seen some videos where the father, the man, he's hesitant because it's possible that he could be getting arrested for doing so. It's possible that he could be facing jail time for doing so. I'm gonna tell you something. I remember seeing this story that happened in Chicago, right? So what happened was, it was a lady who she had a real nice SUV truck. It was one of those Toyota 4Runners. Very expensive, nice truck. She was loading some groceries into the back of the truck. And when she was loading her groceries into the trunk of the truck, some hooligan, thug bastard, jumped in the driver's seat and tried to pull off. So she pulled her firearm and started firing shots. Do you know that prosecutors went after her? And the way I personally see it, that shouldn't be the case. You should be allowed to defend your property with deadly force. So basically what that says to me is, if you ever want to go and get a new car and steal somebody's car for whatever reason, just jump right in the driver's seat. If they're willing to follow the law, they can't do nothing about it. Is it just me? Because sometimes I think it's just me. Let me know in the comment sections if this is just me or not, because this is crazy. I think that one should be able to defend their property within reason with deadly force. There needs to be a message sent to people who think that they can do whatever the hell they want, think that they can steal whatever the hell they want, think that they can jack whatever car they want, think that they can rob whoever the hell they want, and think that they can kill and harm whoever the hell they want. There needs to be a message sent that, hey, it's people out here who are armed, and if you come pulling that nonsense, they're gonna give it to you, and they're gonna send you to hell where you need to be. Most Americans are scared. That's just the truth of the matter, and it's always gonna be that way. It's always going to be that the majority of the people, they're going to be very sheep-like. The majority of the people, they're going to be very scared. They're not going to know what to do, how to do it. They're not going to know. But man, I would take my chances. Still be a thinking man if you have to defend yourself. I would really hate to hesitate to defend myself and something happens to me and I'm on that ground saying, damn, I wish I can rewind about 5 seconds. I wish I can rewind and go back about 5 seconds. You ever thought about the thoughts of someone as they're taking their last breaths? As the countdown starts until their heart stops beating? They may be on the ground, they hear the ambulance. I would hate to be in that position, thinking, damn, it's such a world we live in, because politicians don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. It's all about politics. They can care less about how many people are dying. You know why? Because it's just a number to them. They really don't see it like these are real people from real families, real fathers, real mothers, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. These are people who were living for something. No, they don't see it that way. It's just a number. It's just a number. When you look at Chicago and you see the amount of shootings and murders that take place, is off the chain. But guess what? There's not going to be any resources put into stopping that. Why? Because it's really a complex thing. I've rambled enough, but I'm gonna start doing videos like this. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts, because I learned from that. I read all those comments and I try to reply back to as many of them as I can. It's Big Guns and Pistols. Thank you for watching. Peace.